friends, today we will discuss about first in first out method. This comes under the category of actual cost method or cost price method of pricing material issues. Under this method, material received first are issued first. In other words, materials are issued from the first lot or the first consignment and priced at actual cost. After the completion of the first lot, the next lot is taken and issued and so on. In simple, the material issue is done on chronological basis. A chronological basis that they are received in the stores. Automatically, the closing stock will be valued at the latest price. This method is also known as original cost method. This method is considered as advantageous in many ways, as it is easy to operate and simple, it is logical, and materials are issued at actual cost, and therefore there is no unrealistic profit or loss. Moreover, this method is more useful for slow moving materials which has high unit price. Some of the demerits that are most often pointed out are: this method increases the possibility of clerical errors, and the comparison of different jobs using the same materials becomes difficult at some times, and moreover, this method is unsuitable in time of rising price. Now we will look into a question where we will solve the problem with FIFO method. Here the question says there are two receipts. One was received on 20th October, that is 500 kilograms at rupees 5 per kilogram, and on 23rd October 250 kilograms at rupees 5.5 per kilogram. And on 25th October, what the store decides is to issue 600 kilograms. Now, how do they issue the 600 kilogram and how do they issue in FIFO method is our question. So we know that we have a total stock of how much? 750 kilogram, that is 500 kilogram on October 20th and 250 kilogram on 23rd October. So we have a total of 750 kilogram, and here we have to find out how, on what price we should issue 600 kilogram. So as per FIFO method, first we will take in which stock was received first, or which materials were received first. That is on 20th October we have received 500 kilogram. So the entire 500 kilogram is required to fulfill the issue of 600 kilograms. So 500 kilograms will be used, and here 500 kilograms will be used, and later the 250 kilograms, from that we need how much? 100 as a balance of 600. So you get 100 kilograms at rupees 550 per kg. So this is the total requirement of material. So this will be the solution for our question. To find out, our second example is the beginning balance of inventory and purchases made by the company during the month of July 2016 are given below. July 1st, beginning inventory 500 units at rupees 20 per unit. July 18th, inventory purchased 800 units at rupees 24 per unit. July 25th, inventory purchased is 700 units at rupees 26 per unit. The Delta company sold 1400 units during the month of July. Compute the inventory on July 31st, 2016 and the cost of goods sold for the month of July using FIFO method. So the question asks us to find out the inventory as on 31st July 2016 and the cost of goods sold in the month of July. They have given us the details of the month of July 2016, that is how much inventory was in the beginning and how much they had purchased in that month and how much they have sold in the month of July. So we will look into the solution for this problem. The question has two parts. The first part is to compute the ending inventory or the inventory at the end of the month, and second part is to compute the cost of goods sold. So going over to the first part, that is to find out the number of units in the ending inventory, we have a formula: beginning inventory plus purchases made during the month minus units sold during the month. We know in the question it's directly given the beginning inventory is 500 units, and in the month we have on 18th July 800 units were purchased, and on 25th July we have 700 units purchased. So we have a total of 1500 units. So for the month of July, the purchases made is 1500 less the units sold, it is 1400. It is directly given in the question that 1400 units were sold in the month of July. So at the end of the month, how much is the inventory left? So we have to find, so after computing the entire formula, we get 500 units plus 1500 units, that is 2000 units were there in the month of July. From that, 1400 units were sold. So the rest or the balance is 600 units. So the ending inventory we have, or the inventory at the end of the month, is 600 units. Now on what price do we issue this 600 units is a question. As per the FIFO method, we know that first in first out method gives us the aspect, or the concept is based on that the first lot is taken away or issued and next comes the next lot. So here the first lot is on 800 units and next is 700 units, that comes a total of 1500. So already we have a balance of the beginning, which is the beginning of the inventory, that is 500. So the total of 1400 is substituted or is taken away as 500 units plus the 800 which was purchased on 18th. So you get 1300, right? And then to complete 100, we have taken it from 700 units which was purchased on 25th of July. So the rest will be from 700, you have to deduct how much? 100, which was taken away for selling off, and the rest we have is 600 units. So the total inventory is 600 units at the ending of the month, or the ending inventory. And as we know that on July 25th, the price was for the material was 26 rupees per unit. So the computation of the inventory with the recent cost price is 600 units at the price of rupees. Now we will look into the example 3. The question says, Bike Limited purchased 10 bikes during January and sold 6 bikes, details of which are as follows. January 1st purchased 5 bikes at rupees 50 each. January 5 sold 2 bikes. January 10th sold 1 bike. January 15th purchased 5 bikes at rupees 70 each. January 25 sold 3 bikes. The value of 4 bikes held as inventory at the end of January may be calculated as follows. The sales made on January 5 and 10 were clearly made from purchases on 1st January. Of the sales made on January 25th, it will be assumed that 2 bikes related to purchases on January 1st, whereas the remaining 1 bike has been issued from the purchases on January 15th. So this question is a clear sketch of 1 month's purchase and sales and the inventory held in Bike Limited. So we have to in detail find out what is the value or the pricing for the material left as inventory at the end of January as given in the question. Firstly, to solve this problem, we have to prepare a 3-column table, 3-column with, that is, purchases, issues and inventory, and for the purchases in detail we need units, then rupees per unit, and the total value of the purchases. Similarly for issues and inventory. So we'll start from for the month of January, right? So we'll start from January 1st, and it's given in the question very clearly and in detail that 5 bikes were purchased on January 1st at rupees 50 each. So you get a total value of rupees 250. So the inventory on January 1st is 250 value, rupees 250, or 50 rupees per each. That is 5 bikes were the inventory on January 1st. On January 5th is the next transaction, that is issue of 2 bikes. So for that, from the 5 bikes we have to give two bikes away. So for 1 bike the purchase value or the purchase price is how much? 50. So for 2 bikes, 100. And what is the rest? Balance is the inventory. The balance is how much? If 5 minus 2, you get 3 bikes are balance in the as inventory. You get 3 bikes into 50 per each, so you get 150 rupees as total. And the next transaction takes place on January 10th, and here 1 bike is sold away, is issued away, and that is on January 10th. That's 1 bike, and rupees is 50 for 1 bike. So you get the rest, that is we had 3 in the inventory, from that we gave away 1, so rest is 2. So 2 into 50, 100 is our total value of bike left in the as inventory, or the balance bike. And on 15th is the next transaction. On that date we have purchased another 5 bikes which cost around 70 rupees per bike. So you get a total of rupees 350 as the purchase price, and that will be the inventory. So the inventory left is how much? That is, we already have 2 bikes, right? We already have 2 bikes, that is 50 which we had purchased for rupees 50 each, so you get 100. And then we have we have what? We have 1 bike, we have we have bought 5 bikes, and that is for 70 rupees, so you get 350. So you get a total of 7 bikes for 450. Clear? So this part is clear, I hope. The next step is, or the next transaction is on when? 25th. So on 25th we have a transaction which says that 3 bikes are sold away or issued off. So for that, firstly, as we have taken this method as first in first out, so whatever is left as first, whatever we have purchased first, we have to give away that first. So first we have an inventory already of two bikes left with rupees 50 each. So we gave away that 2 into 50, that is 100. Then from the latest purchase, that is on 15th, we have purchased 5. From that we gave away 1. So we get a total of how much? 1, which costs around 70, right? So 1 into 70, so 70, and you get how much? 370 is the total issue price. Sorry, 170 is the total issue price. And what is the balance, or the balance inventory left is how much? From the latest 5 we have only issued 1, so rest 4 is there. And what is the cost price for each? It's 70. And what is the total value? As 5, from 5 1 is given away, 4 is there, so 4 into 7, 280. So the material price value using FIFO method on January 25th is how much? Rupees 70. I hope the solution is clear. It's a very detailed procedure given in this question, and a very detailed question is itself given, but it's crystal clear about what we have to do with the question. It's as centralized for first in first out method. I hope the concept of first in first out method is clear. It's a very important, a crucial concept in under material in cost accounting. So please make sure that each and every aspect of this concept is well versed. Until we meet up with another video, bye, and please do subscribe and press the bell icon. Thank you.